Hi, this is the We Like Women political party. We like women and we are proud to like women. And if they do not like women, they are the enemy. Yes, our enemies don't like women. My name is M. Eric Thorson and I am the founder and president of the We Like Women political party. This video is about more land for everyone. Yes, more land for every country in the world. Basically more land. Okay, we're going to declare Russia, Australia, and New Zealand illegal. And and so every country in the world gets more land. My name is M. Eric Thorson, and I am the founder and president of the We Like Women political party. Our countries are very overcrowded. We're going to declare Russia, Australia, and New Zealand illegal. We're going to take their land unless under one condition. We're going to give them one condition, and that's if they mass produced a flying space car for us, so we could all have cars that can fly into outer space. It sounds way out there. It sounds insane, but they've invented thousands of flying cars, and I'm 100% sure that they can invent the flying space car. That way, every one of us could have a lot of room. We could all fly into outer space and get lots of room. But okay, I'm going to show you what it is. Okay, Russia, Australia, and New Zealand are very big countries, and we're very overcrowded. Okay, like here, this is a map of like Russia, the Asian part of Russia. If they're peaceful, we'll let them keep the European part. The European part of Russia, which is like right there. We'll let them keep that part. But okay, about 20% of Asian Russia is going to go to Europe and the European Union. The other 20% is going to go to Africa. The other 20% is going to go to South Asia, which is like India and the Middle East. This is a rough drawing. I'm sorry, I'm not a very good artist. The other 20% is going to go to East Asia, which is like China. And the other 20% is going to go to North America and South America. Now, okay, we're very overcrowded. You know what I mean? We are very overcrowded. So like Europe, okay, like look at this. Europe will get at least twice as much land, or 50% more land. Countries in Europe, like the United Kingdom, Italy, France, they're going to become twice as big. Germany, very crowded. Spain, Portugal. The small countries like Switzerland, Belgium, the Netherlands, the Dutch, Greece, they're going to get more land, all of them. Poland, Eastern European countries, all of them. Now, Africa, Africa is going from 1 billion to 2 billion people. And so we're going to, they're going to become like, they're going to get at least 50% more room or something. A lot of those countries in Africa are very crowded, like Nigeria, Egypt, Ethiopia, South Africa. There's a lot of very crowded countries, and it's actually got the highest birth rates in the world right now. Okay, South Asia. Now here, this is Australia. I'm going to continue to do what I'm talking about. We're also going to do this to Australia here. Oh, sorry, I can't. I'm not a very good artist. Is it not? Okay, South Asia and the Middle East. It's India and the Middle East. Okay, India is, the biggest, going to be probably the most crowded country in the world. It's going to be more populated than China. And yet it's about 3 or 4 times smaller than China. So they're going to get at least 50 to 100% more room. That's now South Asia. That's India, Pakistan. Both Israel and Palestine. They're having problems over more land. Both Israel and Palestine will get more room. East Asia, which is China, Japan, it's China, Japan, North Korea, both North Korea and South Korea. North Korea and South Korea could unite and get more land. Vietnam, all these places could get more land. Malaysia, Indonesia, very crowded. Now, North and South America, the United States is getting a much higher population. Mexico and Central America, the Caribbean islands, very crowded. Mexico, Central America, and the Caribbean islands are becoming very crowded. South America, like Colombia, they're getting a much higher population. Brazil's got one of the highest birth rates in the world, and most of Brazil's land is like jungle. You can't really just go to destroy the jungle. So all these countries in North America, South America, East Asia, South Asia, Middle East, Europe, and Africa. Let me show you this side again. This is Russia again. We're all going to become at least 50 to 100% bigger. You know what I mean? That's a lot more room for every single one of us. So this is a very good thing. Now and also this is the island of New Zealand. New Zealand is a very small area. So we're going to give New Zealand to the island nations. This is my proposal. We could change it, and that's Japan right there. That's the Philippines. Like here's a better sketch of New Zealand. Okay, like here, this is New Zealand. Yeah, like this part of New Zealand. That part will go to the Philippines. The middle part right here, that'll go to the Pacific Islands, and the southern part could go to Japan. Yeah. So Yeah, so basically, this is just a rough sketch. You know, it could change. The borders could change. They might change it a little bit easier for geographical reasons. I don't know. You know, I mean, but basically, you know, the whole world is going to get more land. You know what I mean? So that's pretty cool, you know, and we're very crowded. Now, we outnumber Australia 350 to 1. Australia's only got a population of 21 million. So, you know, they really have no choice but to give up their land unless they legalize a flying space car. Russia's got a very small population. You know, they only have, we outnumber Russia 50 to 1. You know, Russia's got a population of about 142 million. The entire global population is 7 billion. So if we unite, we could totally take Russia. I mean, they will be devastated, you know, but we could do it peacefully. But, you know, they got to give up their land. If they're peaceful, we'll let them keep the European part of Russia. We'll take the Asian part. Same thing with Australia. New Zealand's outnumbered 1,750 to 1. They have a population of 4.5 million. You know, Australia's only got a population of 21 million, but New Zealand's outnumbered 1,750 to 1. You know, those little countries I put in there, Japan and the Philippines, they both have over 100 million people. I think Japan's 120 million. The Philippines is 100 million. The Pacific Islands. So basically, New Zealand's outnumbered 1,750 to 1, you know, and so yeah, we're all going to work together and take their land. Now this is just a very rough, you know, this is just now all these things in the drawing are a rough sketch. You know, of course we got to change it to make it more fair, like especially in Russia, like everybody might have to have equal coastlines or something, or we'll have to change it around, you know, to make it more fair for everyone, and we might even change it around for geographical reasons, like because of where Australia is located, we could just give Australia to, like, you know, India, the Middle East, and Africa, and give all of Russia to East Asia and Europe. So, you know, or something like that. You know, I don't know. I'm just, you know, or we could, you know, maybe we could change it. Maybe Australia is a more desirable land, so we'll just keep it the way it is. I don't know, but whatever it is, we're all going to get more land. We're getting very overcrowded. You know what I mean? And so we could all have more land. So now, there's one condition: unless Russia, Australia, and New Zealand legalized a flying space car, you know, which is a car that can fly into outer space and mass produce it. The only way they have to legalize it, the only way to make it legal, see, if they legalize a flying car, no one's ever going to want to buy a regular car. So they have to legalize a flying car in their territory. That way, you know, people want to buy flying cars and they'll get mass produced. And they're going to try to, you know, they got to make it, they got to, you know, evolve it or change it and improve it into the flying space car right away. You know what I mean? That way, if they legalize the flying space car, then everybody could fly into, you know, into outer space. So all of us, you know, we're very overcrowded. We could get into a flying space car and have people move to outer space. There's infinite lands in outer space, like the moon, the asteroids, Mars, you know, and scientists are sure, they're 100% certain that we know how to, like, turn the moon into a tropical paradise and all the planets out there. We could put temperature controls and atmospheric controls, so we have living, breathing oxygen. So we could put a tropical jungle on the moon if we want to. They're 100% certain of it. It's just going to cost trillions of dollars, and there's no way we're going to do that unless there's millions of people flying out there. You know what I mean? Now, all this stuff sounds really insane, but basically, okay, all these countries, you know, we're going to declare Russia and Australia and New Zealand illegal, and the only way they have out of it is to legalize and mass produce the flying space car. So at least we all get flying space cars out of it, you know, if they do that. But this is really cool. Now, we plan on possibly going to the United Nations if we have to. You know, we want to make it a massive political movement to get more land for everyone. And we will go to the United Nations if we have to, or, you know, with or without the United Nations, you know, we're going to declare these countries illegal and take their land, you know, and for all of us. But I'm sure the United Nations is going to support it. You know, I mean, the United Nations, you know, that's, you know, basically all of our countries are there being represented. So anyways, I just want to wish you a fantastic day. This is the We Like Women political party. Oh, and by the way, you do not have to do this if you don't want to. You do not have to do this. But if you could please donate at least $2, that'd be fantastic, because we're trying to make this a huge movement. I mean, every country in the world is going to become really big. You know, it's going to be, so if you could donate $2, that would be great. You know, that would be fantastic. You don't have to do it at all, but it would really help. We really would like you to. And thank you so much. Now, this is the We Like Women political party. Oh, and by the way, now we want to make this a big movement. Whether or not you donate money or not, please make copies of this and send it to everybody you know. Put it on Facebook, email it to everybody, whatever, Twitter, I don't know. Just keep sending it and do it over and over again at least once a week, because you see, the mind is, if they keep getting it over and over again, then they're going to realize, hey, we can make this a movement, because to condition people, they got to keep getting this over and over again until it becomes, like really into their brain. It becomes imprinted into their brain as a way to go. So when they look at like global politics and they look at overpopulation, they look at like, hey, we could take Australia and Russia and New Zealand. So please send us to everybody that you know all over the world over and over again. Our goal is to get this to all 7 billion people around the world over and over again, at least once every week. So keep making copies of it, and once every week, keep sending it to everybody you know. Send it to all the newspapers, send it to the news media, especially in these overcrowded countries. Send it to the government. Make copies of this and send it to your, the government leaders, elected officials in your country. So let's just do that over and over again. Thank you so much. If you could donate $2, that'd be fantastic. So we're all overcrowded. Let's get more room, and we're all going to become twice as big. Thank you. All of our countries are going to be 50 to 100% bigger. And if anything, at least we'll get a flying space car out of it. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic day. And remember, we like women, and we are proud to like women.